Jeff and Jeremy here online, KZOZ.com. Don't forget, coming up this morning, you can win tickets to see Testament with the Bay Strikes Back tour. They're going to be touring with Exodus and Death Angel, and they're coming here October 6th. They'll be downtown Slow at the Fremont Theater. We'll have tickets coming up.
You're saying Exodus and Death Angel all wrong. It's Exodus and Death Angel.
Tickets are on sale now at KZOZ.com. It hurts my throat to talk like that.
Well, you don't smoking enough cigarettes, Jeremy. Yesterday, after talking about where the smoking contingency of our high schools would go to smoke cigarettes while still in class, because that was something that used to take place. I don't think that takes place at all anymore.
It was kind of like the don't ask, don't tell policy that we had in the military for decades about cigarettes and high schoolers smoking them. Don't
I remember
ask, don't tell.
we had an Italian
out of sight, out of mind.
We had an Italian state exchange student that his name was Giovanni, and Giovanni was hugely popular when he came to our school because he'd wear leather jackets. He was an Italian guy, and all the girls thought that Giovanni was, man, that's Italian, exotic. He's exotic. But Giovanni also smoked because he's Italian, right? I think a lot of Italians, a lot of Europeans smoke cigarettes. And the first day in class, I remember I was sitting next to him in biology, and he starts breaking out the pack of cigarettes.
In class.
In class. He starts getting one out. And I'm like, oh, no, you can't do that. And I'm so remiss for missing the opportunity.
You're so mad at yourself for saying
of being the good guy
and just shutting your mouth and watching what happens.
Like me today, I would just sit back and see how this went.
Been like that woman that was on the plane that just started lighting a cigarette on the tarmac when they're waiting to get to their gate.
It was biology class, too, man. I mean, there's all kinds of smells going around in there.
He probably would have gotten more trouble for smoking that cigarette in class than that woman did on the plane. She was just escorted off the plane.
See, I don't know.
She wasn't arrested. She wasn't
think
fined. Nothing. Maybe the FAA will come after her. I don't know.
In hindsight, in 1991, I think we would have erred on the side of caution and just said, oh, no, we don't do that here, based on the teacher. And the teacher was kind of he was a persnickety fella. But I think that he would have been like, oh, no, you can't do that here. I mean, I think, the tolerance would have been fine, and then he would have put it out, and everything would have been fine. But I just wish I wouldn't have said anything to Giovanni and said, dude, never mind.
Go ahead. You need an ashtray?
Got an extra one of those?
Let me go see if I can find you an ashtray.
Yesterday, Eric writes in. Eric, one of our friends from Coastal Electronics, fine sponsor of the program and the Red Zone Challenge, said they used to go up on the roof of their high school and smoke cigarettes.
Oh, wow.
I definitely don't think that is happening today.
Well, they're definitely trying to hide then, weren't they?
Dustin said in his high school there was an actual smoking section that you would go to. Like, it was like, remember when restaurants used to have a smoking...
Or airports.
Yeah, airports used to have a room that you go into that was nasty.
Worst.
That there was a smoking section at his high school in which people would do that. And Desiree takes it a step further, and she says that they would actually make ashtrays in their art class. I don't think they're doing that anymore.
It's so funny. I remember smoking was everywhere. Like, you'd go to any restaurant, they'd have a smoking section, but it would have like a half partition wall.
Oh, God.
It wasn't like a separate room.
No, it wasn't.
And the whole place smelled like smoke, and we talked about those smoke heaters they would have up on the ceiling and so on. The other day, last Friday, I was down and I did the Concerts in the Plaza thing, and I was walking along the creek afterwards, and there's people smoking cigarettes down there. Mm-hmm. And it's just, the smell, it's weird. It's like, it almost grabs you. And like,
yeah, but back in the 80s, 90s, it did not.
No, you didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Now
no,
it's like,
it was just part of doing business.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
Now, if you see or smell somebody smoking, you're like, where's that person at? It's really strange.
Which I know it's illegal to smoke downtown, but you hide in the creek. I guess it's okay. You get away with it. It's like it's like going up on the roof of your high school.
Where were they? Were they actually standing next to the water of the creek? I mean, like, how was that? How was that working?
I walked across the bridge there from the Mission, and then I was walking down towards Novo, and they were kind of tucked into there where the old Slow Brew used to be, and they were smoking in there.
Go to the abandoned business. Nobody's going to find you there.
It's so overgrown in there. I forgot how nice San Luis is. Cigarettes or not. I mean, you get down in that creek area, the live music is playing.
Vacated businesses or not.
Pretty cool place to live. Like,
what are they going to do with that Slow Brew?
It's a cool place.
What can you do with that location?
What did they do with it? Did they close it down, or is it still the Carissa?
No, it's done.
Oh, okay. They're going to probably try to sell it. I mean, I don't know. Or lease it to somebody else.
It's such a great space that is actually steeped in history. Remember when it was the old Central Coast Surfboards? I mean, it was
very long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, it was, there's been some
and
really...
the thing is, they did a nice job. Like, you walk in there, it's an awesome looking bar.
They poured money into...
Huge bar. Restaurant. I mean, what a cool, vibe.
It's a classy place.
But somebody's got to jump in there and do something with it.
Only somebody... See, the thing is, I think only somebody...
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.